how African countries, Nigeria, which are part of that, can be independent of other countries, because I remember that in the 1960s, Nigeria was regarded as the second largest producer of palm product or palm fruits.
Right.
And I don't know where we are right now. We have to. We're still producing, but not at that scale. At that scale that we used to have in those years. So how can we? What process can be put in place by the government? We've heard the Minister of Finance, Minister of Agriculture now saying so much passionately about how to develop our agriculture sector, especially when it comes to rice production. I don't know what.
Yes, in the first place, the Minister of Agriculture has tried his best by being passionate in terms of the development of agriculture. I think that should be the first stage. The second stage now should be now going to the farm. In terms of now challenging each tier of government to perform specific roles. Because at the moment, it's only the federal government that makes noise. But activities are normally occur at the state and the local government level. But we have not really seen specific work being done, particularly by the local government. Now, what I think they should do is to have some clusters that are unique to specific commodities. For instance, if Lagos State is noted for, say, coconut production, as well as the production of rice, then let them have some cluster of farmers that they will now develop and see that they value the value chain management. That's up to the table. Now, if Ogun State or Benue State is noted for, say, cassava production, of course, Benue is the largest, followed by Ogun State. Now we should now see how they form some clusters of farmers whom they will monitor their activities to see that they really produce. The acreages are followed, the various technologies are followed, the yield followed, and the marketing is also followed, as well as the processing. That's one. The second one is that the government needs to be highly committed in terms of policies and programs. We
have many policies.
We have so many policies, but some of them
policies that every year.
But some of them are so inconsistent, and some of them are even against one another. For instance, we are talking about cocoa, the development of cocoa, but we are saying that no, we ban the exploitation of cocoa beans. Let's process them here. But the few ones that even go out, they are so small in terms of the cocoa beans, so small that the market is so low, which further discourages the cocoa farmers. The issue of cotton is also there. We have, of course, Texas and those places, and all those things in the northern part of the country, but the cotton being produced is not good enough for the textile. So what we are saying is that we need to look at each holistically in terms of what are the various things that need to be done. Is it funding? Is it capacity building? Because we need to train the farmers. And we can have trainers program. Of course, the issue of linkages need to be there. And the issue of even encouraging domestic consumption needs to be there. So the federal, the state, the local government, they have a role to play. And this role should be properly strengthened out at the various meetings of Agricultural Council of the country. And of course, if there is a National Council of Agriculture, there should also be a State Council of Agriculture where the problems at the state level will be ironed out. And there can also be even the local government Council of Agriculture, because they have the land. They can locate about 50, 100 hectares for those people that are willing to produce. Just say that, okay, don't produce 3 crops. Produce arable crops. The land will be given to you for the next 5 years, and we will monitor the usage. And we monitor the various yield that you have, and we also encourage you in terms of marketing. So if all these are done at the state, at the federal and the local government levels, then we will move away from just importing those stale products. I agree with you that the various commodities being imported, rice, wheat, they are stale. But we also have records to show that even the various farmers producing within this country, they put names of Thailand, of China on their bags, whereas they are being produced locally here. Because you and me, we believe that, the imported ones are good. Maybe
I should ask Wale Oyekoya. You need to comment on this more. That people will actually produce some, food items locally, and will attach to the bags made from Thailand, China, whatever it's coming from. Can you attest to that?
Well, Nigeria always like imported goods anyway. Majority of what we have in Nigeria are imported. Even sometimes we have imported human beings. in this country. But with the food that you are talking about, yes, most of we are not even growing enough rice in this country to talk about banning.
Doesn't that contradict the fact that I think we're actually improving in terms of food production, but we're trying to give it another kind of image as to, oh no, this is not made here.
I believe we have to improve on what we have before we have to stop banning of what is coming to the country.
But if people are buying what we locally produce here, but with another name tag on it, isn't that something encouraging to know that we are actually eating our own food?
Well, you have to understand that if there's no original, there won't be no counterfeits. You understand? But first of all, I have to commend Dr. Akinwumi in the sense that most of the Agric sector have really gone to comatose before the poor man comes into the ministry as the Minister for Agric. Because I remember that he was trying to put some of these federal government, like the fish farm estates, into the hand of the private sectors. Because I'm one of the people that was selected that have to go to look on a fish farm estate in Osun State. Because this project has been abandoned for over 20 years with a dam that is enough to power, light, and provide irrigation for people around Olupono Estate. I was there. Because the new minister we have now, I think he's one of the people that's really moving the agriculture forward compared to all the ministers we've been having. So we need to commend him, but he needs to do more to visit most farms. Because if you keep on making rules and keep on sharing money to the state government, to the agency, but the real farmers are not getting it, it's a problem. But he's trying his best. I have to give it to him. Because he goes out, but he needs to do more by going to the cooperatives, as the professor have said, visiting some of these universities that deal with agriculture, not just sit down in the office.